if you're thinking, who are these two women faffing around on my newsfeed? I'm going to introduce Sid to you in a minute, but I am Claire Clark. I help business owners get their planners, workbooks, notebooks, journals in print onto the biggest marketplace, and also to create them as a business asset that will grow your business. And all this week, I've got some lovely guests on who are previous course participants of the Branded Business Book course to tell us what they thought about the course, what it's done for them, and what they've gone on to make. If the course is new to you, it's an 8-week course, step-by-step, so that you can create amazing branded notebooks, planners, and journals for your business, so that you can earn income, you can grow your business, and all those lovely, wonderful things. And the doors are now open, so if you're interested, I'm going to pop a link in and you can have a little look. But let's speak to Sid. So Sid was on the last round of the course. Hello, thank you so much for coming. How are you? Are you good?
Good morning. Yeah, I'm good. It's just been a long week for us, but yeah, I'm here and I'm good. And I'm so excited about what we've produced.
No, because the only came. We'll get to that in a minute. No, let's do that bit now. No. So tell us who you are, what you do, introduce yourself.
So I am a STEM educator. So I used to run STEM workshops. So I'm an educator. So I do lots of stuff within the education sector. And more recently, I've set up UK Virtual School, which you can see behind me, and UK Educators. So I work on both ends. So I work with the parents and the kids, and then also with the educators, and trying to help them set up businesses that are going to disrupt the education sector, because I think it's very much needed.
Shake it up. Yes, yeah. Definitely. Brilliant. So there you are, being your education disruptor, and up pops me in my course. What was it that you thought, you know what, I'm going to give that a go? What was it that appealed to you? Why did you think, why did you decide to take part in the course?
I love stationery. Right? Yeah. Who doesn't? Okay. So I used to be the one that used to collect I still do. I collect notebooks because they look nice. I collect stickers, collect pens. And so I remember, I think I asked about, I've had my stickers printed. I've had other stuff printed, but I've never had a book or a journal or anything like that printed. And that was something that was on the books that I wanted to do. And I reached out and someone recommended you. I had a look on your website. I was very keen. And I reached out and we had a conversation. I interviewed you. We had a meeting initially, I think, and then I interviewed you on my podcast. And I really liked what you did. And I think for me, it's about connecting with people. And I really like you as a person, so that's going to make me want to do work with you. So yeah, that's partly a big factor in that. And the fact that you just focus on this particular niche, which means that you're going to really know how to make this work, and what we need to do. And I think that was really appealing, because sometimes people do so much, and you can't be really great at everything. And I think you really niche down and work just on journals and planners and notebooks. And I think that's what made it really appealing. And that it's a live course. You can come attend, you can ask questions, you create a community. All of that kind of is really nice for me, because I think when you're stuck at home, and I have been for 18 months, it's nice to connect with people. And you've done that in a way which is really nice. There's a community built up, and we all get really excited about each other's planners and notebooks and things. And I liked all of that. It was just perfect for what I wanted and what I was looking for. And I think for a lot of people, it's going to be the same, because they want something that's going to hold them accountable, that's going to get them to do the work. And your course just did that for me.
Lots of people say how much fun it is. It is interesting. Lots of people do say that. And we are making, it's not just fun, and it's not just shiny objects. It's fun, but it's also something that is really powerful within a business. It's really the things that it can do for a business, and creating these branded planners. So Sid, tell us about what you went on to make for your business. Tell us about what doing the course and creating the books did for your business. And tell us, have you got something coming next or not?
Yeah. So for me, I wanted to create planners for both my UK virtual school, so the online school, and then also for UK educators, so that the educators have got something really exciting to look at as well. That's currently still happening, but the UK virtual school one's done. And what we also did as a team, we did a little storybook as well, because that became like a team exercise, and it wouldn't have been possible if I hadn't done your course, because that kind of helped outline everything. But it kind of, it helped us as a team to figure out what our core values are. So for UK Virtual School, core values is a big thing for us. It sets us apart from everyone else. And it also means that we have a really core focal point of what we're trying to achieve. So initially I did a little storybook, and I've got a little picture here.
Yeah.
I don't know whether you can see that properly. The green one's kind of,
the green one's going to go.
That's the storybook.
Yeah.
This really helped us to kind of identify who our characters are, what the values are. And this is storybook, so not what Claire does on her course exactly, but it really helped to kind of inform the journal that came after. And the journal, I'm so happy with it.
Are you going to show us the journal?
I want a sneak peek. Look how thick it is. It is
I
amazing.
absolutely love this, because it absolutely screams your brand. Like I say, come and create a book that sings who you are and your brand. But this one is just like absolutely screams it, and I mean that in a good way.
I don't think it does it justice. You know what? I've got a second camera. I can show you a close up.
Oh, it's so hard to show them on the screen. You're like holding them up on your shoulder.
I know.
A bit like the traditional. Is the wrong word? A bit like another kind of school teacher that might try and sit and read a book to children. Is like, how do I hold this up? Carpet time, children.
Do you want me to share my screen and I can show them a closer look?
If it will.
Let's see if this works. We're trying this live, so let's see if it actually works.
We're gonna try a little bit more tech. It should.
But then I think you'll be able to see the colors properly, and I love the fact that it's full color. It's just us. It's just really us. So let me see if I can get.
Just made you a co-host, just in case you need some extra permissions to be able to do that.
So I am ready to share. Let's have a look. Look at this, guys.
So I love this. So you're in have you launched it? You haven't launched it. You're in pre-launch, aren't you? Like, where are you? Like, this is your first copy that's just arrived, isn't it?
Yes.
And what's your plan for this? You're sending it out to.
So I'm sending it out to families that have enrolled for the full year. And this is going to be a great resource for them, because it's got all our term dates in there. Look at that.
Wow.
It's got, look at this is just beautiful. I know it's a bit dark. I haven't got my lighting set up. I wasn't about to share. I didn't know.
I'm going to have to get this set up when I'm sharing planners. You're going to have to teach me how to do it. I have got another camera.
Yeah, but if you just look at this, it's got all our characters in there. It's got places for them to write notes. And then I just love it. I look at it and I'm like, oh, I would have loved to have got this as a kid. And then at the back, we've done like a section for them to have some notes at the back, but also some key stuff that they might need.
Yeah.
So it's just really nice. So they've got like, look, I put my book in there as well.
Absolutely. And this is what I talk about, is leaving those breadcrumbs. Look, there's a QR code. So people who join the course this time, if they choose for the VIP upgrade, they get a set of QR codes made for them that they can use in exactly this way. So people know now how to use QR codes. Thanks to Track and Trace.
Beautiful. I love it. It's just beautiful.
So your illustrations were obviously made separately, but the rest of the book was actually pulled together in Canva. Is that right?
Completely in Canva. This is completely put together. The illustrations were done separately. We've got an illustrator that did that for us, but then everything else was just done in Canva. Yeah. And I think this is what makes it so easy, because anyone can use Canva.
Because I think some people might look at that and go, oh my goodness, that is so top end, so professional that they couldn't possibly do that. But actually, this is all done besides illustrations. And obviously anybody can get some illustrations done or get some characters to bring in. That this is all done in Canva, and this is what we go through in the course. I show you how to lay out these pages, show you how to create amazing covers like this, just like Sid's. Wonderful. So what would you say to anybody who is thinking about joining the course? What would you say?
I would say go for it, because it's going to help you to easily understand all the steps that you need, because there are a lot of steps. I think it can be really daunting and overwhelming, and you might be like, oh, I can do this myself. But actually going through that process where you've got someone that knows what works and is able to give you feedback, and you've got that community that can give you feedback, I think it is such a big asset to what you're trying to achieve, and you need to do it properly. Like this, if I tried to do it all by myself, it wouldn't have looked half as good as it does right now. And if you're going to do it, do something properly. And with that there needs to be that accountability, that needs to be someone that can guide you. And I'm big on coaches and getting support and getting the right people in your circle to kind of help you to achieve that. So if you're thinking about it, just go for it, because it's really going to help. And then you can go on to then create loads of books. So we've got in the pipeline ideas to do lots of notebooks. I was just saying to my team, we need to get notebooks done for maths and English and like everything. Like we could just have it branded. And it'll just be so nice, because they all purchase notebooks, but if we can have branded stuff.
And it's all taken care of. So I remember one of the first conversations we had, Sid, you were telling me that you were printing out worksheets and you'd bought one of those binders with the clippy ring thing, and you were, you know, staying late at work and you're printing them out on the printer, collating them and binding them through, because you wanted to give your students these printable workbooks. And I know that's what you're moving on to next, but like, just how amazing is that going to be, that you're just going to make it once? You're not going to have to stay late, like printing out these things and collating them and putting together. They're all going to be, you know, made. And I think, did you mention about the printers? It's not the same cover, is it, when you print it out yourself? So when you have them done, this beautiful glossy cover. So I look forward to seeing those coming into your business as well. If you're listening to this and you're thinking, well, I'm not an educator, I don't create workbooks for students, then keep listening to the rest of this week, because we've got some other people joining this week. Yesterday we had Vanessa, who's an early years consultant, just happens to be in education as well. And she was also creating books for her subscription box. But the rest of this week we've got a coach, we've got a reflexologist, we've got all sorts of types of businesses. If you take somebody from point A to point B and you want to help them through that journey, you can do that with a planner, a workbook, a diary, a notebook, any kind of book you write inside. You can guide them through that journey. You can handhold them without having to handhold them. So they go from point A to point B better, happier, and more successful. And that's what we want. We want the people that work with us to have a happier, more successful journey. And the other thing is that creating these books is what leads people on to also coming back to us for our other offers, coming back to buy our things, feeling connected with us, feeling part of us, feeling part of that community. And you've done that brilliantly with your books and your branding. And I can't wait to see all the more books that come out in the future.
There's going to be lots more.
We'll definitely be keeping in touch with Sid, not just because I want to know about her books, but because she's a wonderful, wonderful woman. But I'm going to be keeping in touch with her about the progress of her planner, how it goes, and I will feed that back to you later down the line, because it's interesting to see. It's okay me sat here going, oh, well, we've launched a planner, but you know, let's see how that goes. And if you want to hear a little bit about someone who has launched a planner earlier and their journey, go back and watch Vanessa's from yesterday, because she talks about from when she first launched, and she's now on book 12. She's on book 12.
Wow, I need to catch up.
Yeah,
I think I'll catch up now. I found my rhythm, so I think there'll be a lot more books coming out soon.
And it's a funny time of year for you anyway, wasn't it? So you had other stuff that you needed to do, and your focus had to be slightly somewhere else because of the academic year and everything, and getting everything sorted.
Yeah, it was our first year last year for UK Virtual School, so to have a planner for year 2 is just, it's such an amazing achievement, because a lot of places won't even have something like that. And it's branded, and they'll be looking at it every single day. So yeah, it's really exciting.
Brilliant. Congratulations and well done. So yes, if you want to know more about the course, I have put a link in comments. You can come over to my Facebook page, which is iamclareclark.co.uk, which you may be watching this on now, or you may be in the group. If you have any questions, want to know more, then hop over, come and join the course. Right. I'm going to go then. If I know how to end this, I'm just going to click end and hope that it ends. And I'll see you all very soon. I'll see you all. Actually, later this afternoon, we have a bookkeeper and an accountant to speak to about the books that she's made. So I'll see you all this afternoon at 1:00. Speak to you later. Bye.